up? What's up? What's up? It's yours truly right here, Carcino. And you know what time it is. I ain't going to mess around with you. This is what it is. This is the realization. This is what it's all about. This is why people come along and make these observations and these expert opinions. They come in and they say all of the things that they want to say about the hip hop artist. This artist shouldn't have done this. This artist should have done that. They come through flicking on the block, flicking it up, baby. And look what you have before you. Look what you got before you. Kanye West, the man that was so controversial, the man that was everywhere, the man that had all of this disdain for the people, his people. He was wearing masks. He was going after the Jewish community. He was doing everything that you guys would never believe he would ever do. He was revealing truths. He was saying conspiracy theories. He was going with Jaguar Wright. He said, I'm a billionaire. I don't need them. I'm self-made. I'm a stand-up for Diddy. They can't do nothing to me. I'm free. And I tried to warn people again and again. It's all about when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. You keep giving people allowances and for their behavior because they have celebrity or money. This comes back to bite you. This comes back to embarrass you. So when I saw it, I thought somebody was sending me AI. I said, that's got to be AI. There's no way that's real. And they was like, no, that's real. But I knew he would have to do it. Kanye found out how free he wasn't. See, Kanye West is in a position where he was going to be put in a different situation. Hello? Hello? You calling from what bank? I don't know this bank. Yes, you are. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you calling from a whole other thing. But yeah, that's already been taken care of. Why would you call me? I don't know why. Maybe it ain't processed on your end, but it's been taken care of. But yeah, I'm in the middle of something, work. So let me go ahead and take care of that, but I'll email you all the confirmations you need. I don't need that. I'll send you the documents over to them because I already have it. So she's still running off at the mouth. I'm trying to tell her I got stuff to do. Now, let me tell you what's going on. This lady trying to tell me about a payment I've already made. First, she's talking from a whole nother bank. And I'm like, what is this about? And then I was like, oh, that's been paid. You need to update your file. I think it's one of those weird calls. Right. Now, anyway, let's get back to this. Speaking of business, here's the thing. I'm looking at all of the scenarios that's in play. And I'm seeing what was happening here. And what happened with Kanye is he found out, or Ye, or whatever he wants to call himself today, he found out how free he's not. You see, Kim owns 50% of Yeezy. She owns a percentage of Yeezy. Because when he lost his money and was going through that whole ordeal, he gave her percentages of Yeezy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like for Valentine's Day or something. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Let me show you I'm not lying. October 2018, Kim Kardashian revealed that Kanye West gifted her $1 million check and for turning down a deal with a brand that copied Yeezy. And not only that, he ended up giving her stock in Yeezy. That was earlier. So Kanye West ended up giving her stock in Yeezy. But it's going to get even more crazy. Okay, it wasn't Valentine's Day, it was Mother's Day. Okay, I just want to make sure we're accurate. No, Kanye did not give Kim Kardashian Yeezy stock on Valentine's Day. He gave her $1 million check and a percentage of Yeezy for Mother's Day. While they have exchanged many extravagant gifts, a Valentine's Day and okay, well, it's not Valentine's Day, it was Mother's Day. He gave her $1 million check and a percentage of Yeezy. Now, because of that, let me be honest now and tell you what's really going on. As I tried to state to you guys before, while he was being erratic, he's trying to stop North West, his daughter, and all the things that she's doing on social media. He's trying to block her TikTok, her brand deals, and everything because he doesn't like what she's endorsing. So for his joint custody rights, Kim wants to complete full custody, saying he's not mentally capable, and the judge is granting her everything. So he is losing out. He's losing basically his mind behind everything that's going on. And he would have to take a psychological evaluation, is which they would push for him to take because, oh, thank you. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the Patreon because we're going to go way deep into this with the psych meds and everything. They're going to try to med him up. And this is what Kris Kardashian was about. She wanted Kim to divorce Kanye a long time ago, but Kim loves him and didn't want to do it. She didn't want to be married, divorced again. She was like, I don't want to keep getting divorced. This will be my third divorce. You know, she didn't want to do that after what happened with Chris Humphries. So she definitely didn't want to divorce Kanye West. And then this is the father of her kids. So Chris is like, you're going to have to. He's going to bring you down. You're going to have nothing. Nothing. Your kid's going to have nothing. Listen to me. So she wanted her to divorce Kanye. They're going to have him medically cleared. Medically classified to be unsafe to take care of himself or run his businesses. So her being the wife, plus she owns a percentage of Yeezy, everything would revert to Kim. And she would be his caretaker. She's responsible for Kanye's health, so he will be institutionalized while she runs all his businesses. This is what Chris wanted. This is why Kanye West moved to Wyoming. Kanye was aware of what was happening and got off the meds and got out of California and got himself in Wyoming. He upped and moved quick. See, now he's not under the California guidelines, so they can't just go ahead and commit him. See, by California law, she could have just done that. But in Wyoming, it's different. They have their own laws, everything for the state. So she couldn't get him committed. Now, if she'd have stuck with Chris's plan, they would have had Kanye committed and put on so many meds he wouldn't be able to move. Oh, I'm glad we got to that, Dash. No, here's what happened. Here's what happened to the Yeezy brand. Kanye destroyed the Yeezy brand because of this. We're going to get caught up there. You kind of went ahead of everything. I'm giving everybody the whole spiel so that they will be caught up. You're going to have all the information. Kanye destroyed the Yeezy brand with Adidas. See, the percentage is with Adidas. So once the ties was broken with Adidas, Kim was her whole thing. He brought the valuation all the way down. So her shares didn't mean anything. They separated the contract, voided it, let Kanye take whatever he wanted with his brand and go. All the other previous Yeezys, whatever they paid him so they can just sell whatever they had and said, whatever you got, go. So Kim basically gave him back all the stock, the percentage that she had. She gave it back to Kanye so he can own it. She didn't want it. But what he had to do was to sign off on what he came up with, Skims. Skims is Kanye West's idea and part of his company. He owned half of it. Kim only owned half. So they want to deal with Kim because of her political connections. And she's all advocating for freeing Black people. Kanye West got her involved in all that, trying to clean her image up. So the NBA was like, oh, we're going to make Skims a partner with the NBA. It's like, what? But they wouldn't do it because Kanye West was attached to the deal. And because of what he said about Jewish people, you know how the NBA is about saying anything about the Jewish people. They're not tolerating it. You see what they did to Kyrie Irving, right? So, because Kanye West was tied to it, he had to sign off on it. So he got all Yeezy back. She got Skims. Now he's got 100% of Yeezy. And that's what he wanted. He wanted to get away from Adidas. He wanted to get out of that deal. So he said, I acted crazy to get out of the deal. Now I blew all of it up. Now he wants to get back in the game. After saying, I don't need them. I can do this. I'm a billionaire. I can do whatever I want. They can't do nothing to me. I can do everything I want. Right? And my buddy love to be back in Ye, man. He just can't help it. He blinded by celebrity. Kanye West had the church, put the church Sunday service. I'm like, this is a mockery of God. This is nothing but a concert. He's just out there playing music. I'm like, this dude is. He got all y'all packing in to see him make a mockery of God. But these people go out there just because they blinded by celebrity. Kanye had the greatest, probably first 3 album run of any artist. I did not like 808s and Heartbreak, but I know people that like it. Now, Kanye must be wanting to get back in the game and do a deal.
I feel really
good. And he realized he ain't free. This Kanye now, sitting with the masters. Now he ain't got a mask on or nothing.
Blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability. I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have them taken them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease. So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage, messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage. Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said. And I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
Say shit, Yandut, Rabbi said the Judaism. I na lawlang הייתה תשובה.
Judaism brought to the world a way for someone when he regret about something that he has done wrong.
היהדות חיה על התשובה.
And the Jews live on this way of if someone did something wrong, he can regret and fix it.
מחבקים ואוהבים.
And the rabbis are hugging you and hugging everybody.
בעזרת השם,
And God willing,
אבא יהיה
and from now on,
דברים חזקים וטובים,
strong things and good things,
ורק טוב.
and only good.
בן אדם טוב.
You are a very good man.
Amen. That's the best, man. Yeah, we good.
I feel really blessed.
Now, so I was praying this was AI. I'm like, please let this be AI. And it's like, nah, it's not AI, man. It's real. And I said, yep. Now, on the Patreon, we're going to go, if you VIP Patreon, we're going to go way deep into this and what's really going on and what this ceremony is really about and who's it really for. This is being shown and recorded for a reason. I was praying it was AI. But as you can see, there's no black mask on his face. There's none of this, right? We bringing out everything. So all my VIPs on the Patreon gonna know exactly what time it is. See, this is how the land was taken from us. So when every time you run it and you think you got all this space, you don't realize you're still in the maze. It's just that certain routes are shorter. You go back one way, it might be longer, but when you get to the end of that route, that wall gonna be right there. And then you ain't gonna realize you're free no more. You're gonna be like, man, I'm not free. They just expanded the plantation. Ding, 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 ding. There's nowhere you can go where you gonna be free. Reek, what in the hell are you talking about? Kanye West is from Atlanta. He moved to Chicago. Well, then you'll love Kanye because he loved biting apples. That boy took a bit of the apple, and there you have it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, sir. My Cash App is Carcino. And you can always donate to the super chat. Yep, we got the membership here, the whole nine. Now, Kanye West, you know what he did? He crossed Pusha T. But that's Pusha T's fault. He believed in Ye. And while Kanye West can sit there and apologize to them, he gonna war with his brothers. Now, why would he don't even give the brothers the courtesy or respect to sit down like that and have a conversation with them? He gonna scream and yell at his brothers. He gonna wear a mask and can't even wear some gloves and won't even touch his brother's hand. But when he needs safe passage, when he realized that, oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, they run the banks. Oh, they got all of this. Oh, they could take all my funds. They could freeze it all. Oh, I thought the safe deposit box, they can't touch it. Oh, they control the rules. They can bend the rules. They make it how they want it to go. You see, all them brothers in Chicago you crossed who kept believing in you because you made all these promises you didn't keep. You made all of these things that you thought was going to work. It didn't. All these things that you promised and said you were going to do, you turned out to do none of it. I'm going to build a Yeezy plant in Chicago because the love is so good. And I'm going to move here. I'm going to bring my kids here. We all going to live here. I'm like, dog, Kanye just talking. I have to do that for my brothers because they believe in him. You know what I'm saying? They believe him when he starts doing all this talking. They thinking it's going to go back to college dropout days. I was like, he was playing y'all then. He was playing y'all the whole time. He had no interest in being with any of you dudes from Chicago. He did that album with y'all because they wouldn't. Kanye West, let me tell y'all the secrets of college dropout. Y'all want to hear that? Y'all want to hear the secrets? Y'all want to know the Chicago secrets? I'm going to give y'all a little something here before, we put it all on the Patreon. I'm going to let y'all know what was going on. That's if y'all want to know. If y'all don't, then, I'll just go on here. But if y'all want to know, let me know. It's up to y'all. So if y'all let me know in the chat and we'll decide what we're going to do. Somebody said no, they don't want to know. All right. Okay, well, that's enough people saying yes then, I guess. Here's the thing. Kanye had about 4 or 5 writers on that album. Okay, Rhyme Fest wrote. One of our guys that was writing for him, another guy who went to college out here, another guy from Jeffrey Manor, another guy that was rolling with him, one of the GDs, the go-getters, that's what they used to call themselves. Kanye West barely wrote anything for College Dropout. Consequence, all of these people helped. He had a whole team of writers for College Dropout. And most of these people, this was their story. Kanye could shape the rhyme because he lived it. So he could make it personal. So he'll take the rap and say, okay, I got this, I'm good. So Kanye was making beats and had all these beats that he had made for all his other songs, but he was keeping beats for his album. But he gave away like Heart of the City and all of those. He's like, all right, I'm going to get those away because I got to get money. I got to eat. So he got to New York first because nobody knew him. So he said, oh man, No ID was my mentor. No ID didn't know this man. He was inspired by him. No ID trained Dirge, dude named Sperm, and another guy named SC. Dirge, Sperm, and SC. Them were the guys that was under him. They learned from him. And SC, that's our guy for man. That dude was he started working with Mobb Deep and making beats for Habit. Basically, the Havoc song on that album he did for the Game, on Game's documentary, he did that beat. He did basically the whole, the Free Agents, that's all of them are his beats. Mobb Deep Free Agents album, that double CD, he did all the production on that. All like 30 songs that was. If anybody ever got that, that's all SC. 50 Cent heard the double agents, took that and flipped that and made songs off of it and put himself on those records. So they were on the Mobb Deep album that was with G Unit. He should have been getting paid off all of this. But that's neither here nor there. Kanye West wanted to turn his house into like a museum and called it the Donda House. Rhyme Fest was supposed to run it. He's been running it, and Kanye West stopped giving money to it. So, because he didn't want to do it anyway. And then Cudi, the guy that was doing all of his music videos, was filming the documentary on him, doing all of this work for him, for Channel Live, Chicago. He used to be on the public access channel, talking hip hop every night and interviewing rappers that come to this town, giving them a spotlight. So Kanye West was coming up, and the whole time he's coming up, they was like, dude, you didn't come up off this city. You moved to New York. You moved to New York, start making beats. Basically Jay-Z just said, all right, yeah, I like what this beat here. I'm going to deal with it. But they was working with Kanye. Then he sold Jay-Z a beat that he had sold another guy. And they had already paid Kanye for it. But Jay-Z wanted it. So he gave it to Jay because, that's Jay-Z. So all of this stuff was happening before his album. He was doing Cutthroat stuff. This is why they fell out with Cam and Mace. Because, Cam and Dipset now. Because Jay was treating him like a sucker. They was like, man, this dude got fired. They was treating him with respect. They took Just Blaze and Kanye West. They was like, yo, man, shouts out to Just Blaze, man, with this track. And then they would say it on the record. Next thing you know, Jay-Z shouting out Just Blaze on the tracks. He ain't never shout out Just Blaze ever on the track. Now, next thing you know is, let's get him, Just. It was like, what? Kanye, man, you a fool. Now he's shouting people out. So once they saw that, Jay just wanted Kanye to keep making them beats. So his feelings was hurt because on the Black album, it was like, okay. After they did Blueprint 2 and he didn't do any songs with Kanye West, he did the one rap song where he let Kanye rap on the one track, let him get a verse. And he did his old rap. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, you got a song with Jay-Z. Why don't you come with something real? Why you come with your old raps? My name Kanye, not Kane. Everybody mispronouncing the name, so I say it over and over, spell it over and over like my man Fab in the game. Drop a bad chick off, pick another one up in the range. Go. I'm like, dude, we heard this song way back when. Like, this song was so old to us. I got women trying to put holes in my magnums. I say it's a problem. Yeah. Now, so after he does that, here's the truth about the album. Now, while he's got the album, right, and the album is starting to blow up, they didn't even give him money to make the album. Everybody helped him. Ludacris, who was that? Luda helped him. Q-Tip helped him. When people do songs in the studio, right? If you're around or you in town and they record, and they might call you and say, hey, we got extra studio time. So if you want to come in and work, you got to come in and hurry up. Like, you like, man, I got an extra hour or something on studio time. And you could just loan it to him. So he let Kanye come in for free and use the studio because he already paid for the studio time. They just already rapped and they just got that much time left. Kanye would come in on the back end like, hey, y'all better get down here, man. We about through with our session. And he looked out for Kanye. So they would come in and work on the album. Rockefeller didn't even give Kanye West money. Said Rockefeller, we signed Kanye West, but didn't release a budget for his album. No budget for his album. Now, yeah, Kanye did save him from being robbed and jacked in that situation. But this is the album. So he recorded this album basically in Chicago, everywhere he could go, Miami, anywhere he could finish the album. The album is done. already completed, and they haven't even submitted his album budget yet. They didn't even release it. And he's asking Dame, man, when y'all gonna release my album budget? Dame be like, yo, man, we're gonna release your budget, man. Just relax, man. Just relax. We just doing, yeah. We got an order right now. Right now, we working on this album right now, man. We working on the freeway joint. Then we doing this album here. You're getting your money, man. You're getting your money. Don't worry, man. You got protection, man. You ain't gotta worry. You signed already. The hard part's over. Now it's just doing the work. You good, man? I already heard some joints, man. They hot. You ain't gonna catch a brick. You stay with the family. Now he would have had his album budget had he went with Columbia. Nas don't need a ghostwriter. You can tell Nas don't have a ghostwriter. Nas pick up things from movies, commercials, life, sayings from what he done heard in conversation. It's given because me and Nas have said the same thing in a rhyme. It's not just him. Anytime when I was writing raps, I would write a rhyme and then I hear somebody say the same thing and I just ball that rap up, the whole thing, throw it away. I don't even want to know. I don't want it no more. Method Man did it a lot, and Nas on It's Mine. And I was like, nobody's ever used that line, ever. I was like, see, back then, hip-hop was like that. You had to be creative and have something that nobody else said. The next thing you know, Nas said, learn how to leave anything in 30 seconds when you feel the heat coming and flee with the murder weapon. I said, did he just use that line? Damn, nobody used that line. I was so mad. I was so mad when that happened. I was like, did he just say that? Yeah, exactly. So Kanye West seems like he's biting the apple. I'm just praying, like maybe this is just really good AI, but no. So when he got his budget money for the album, he had already recorded the album. So all he had to do was hit some people off that he owed. And when they released the album budget, then they said, okay, we're going to put this out and we're going to do a music video for graduation. They was able to use the money to do his first single. He had the car accident. So they was like, well, we got the video coming up. And he had to do the song again. So he through the wire became the lead single. The promotion for the album was the car accident. He was tired, coming home, fell asleep, crashed the Lexus, broke his jaw. They had to rewire his jaw and everything else, so he had to rap through the wire. And from then, a monster was born. He sells all these records. Jesus Walks come out. You saw what that happened. They had the video of Jesus Walks, the one you can't never find no more, the Hype Williams version. But here's the thing: the people in Chicago who was doing all these works for you cheap. They did Through the Wire for you cheap. They recorded it here in the Chi. He was like, y'all keeping it hometown, Chi-town, blowing up, doing it big. Next thing you know, it's time to do the Jesus Walk. Jesus Walk is going through the roof. He's going to get the Essence Award, everything. Grammy nominated for Jesus Walk. So now he's going to get Jesus Walk song. And all of a sudden, Hype Williams wants to make the video. He's like, man, it's Hype Williams, man. I got to do it. And your Chi-town brethren is like, dude, we can't make the video. I would, man, but this Hype Williams, man. You know, I got to do it Hype style. So Hype Williams do the video. He don't like it. It's all this jazzed up. And that's not what Kanye wanted to do. So cutting them, they did another version of the video. A cheaper version, but with Kanye's vision. And it came out way better than the Hype Williams video. I don't know what Hype was doing. Hype Williams, man, that Jesus Walk video looked like Hate Me Now. I'm like, that looked like Hate Me Now. So Kanye West biting the apple is typical of what happens when people get in that position of power. When they get that money in their pocket, they start moving different, everything. But Kanye is always going to go back to them. I told y'all, so dude, when he gets his money, when he's broke, he's going to come back to the hood. And he did. And everybody got mad at me and said they cornered me at the party. You've been hating on Ye. And I'm like, dude, y'all deal with Ye. That's y'all guys. And I'm like, why is that y'all guy? I have no idea. He burned you, and you. All y'all got burnt by this dude. I'm the only one that's been like holding him responsible. Like, dog, no. You ain't just talk. Y'all falling for the talk again. No, you ain't finna do it because he told me, man. He sat down with me. He told me, like, man, he admitted he messed up, man. How you not gonna forgive a man that admitted he messed up? Like, you perfect. I'm like, ain't about me. But I told you. Told you what was what. It's up to you. Well, you got people that get it and you got people that just don't. It is what it is, but the overall picture is when you see it, you can't unsee it. Hell no, you can't unsee it. You know what it is. So to see Kanye right here kissing the ring.
To be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability.
Nie ma niż wspólnego chwytu z przeszedł do
I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease.
Now it's the disease.
So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage, messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage. Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said. And I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
Say יהדות, the rabbi said that the Judaism,
היא נתנה לעולם את התשובה.
the Judaism brought to the world a way for someone when he regret about something that he has done wrong.
היהדות חיה על התשובה.
And the Jews live on this way of if someone did something wrong, he can regret and fix it. And the rabbi is hugging you and hugging everybody. And God willing, and from now on, strong things and good things, and only good. You are a very good man.
Amen. That's blessed, man. Very good.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just.
I'm just hoping I hope it's fake, because this is just awful to see him have to get in this position. But it's Kanye West. What do you expect? Because when it's his brothers, it's wartime. They do not possess that same energy when it's the brothers. White man say something. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mr. White Man. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. White Man. No, I would never. I did not know it was White Boy Day. But this is what happened. Yeah, I won't go deep into this. We'll, when we do that Patreon, get ready. The Patreon already hot today. That Birdman and Tony Braxton thing just blew everybody today. That came out the blue. I was not supposed to do that on the Patreon today. We had no plans on doing Birdman or nothing. That happened today. The Lucifer song was Kanye's song. He gave that to Jay for the Black Album. He said, man, I got to have my one song on there. Everybody else got their song. I'm going to do that, because he already gave him Encore. And then he was like, I need another one. Because he was only supposed to take one track, and the other one was supposed to go to Kanye. And Kanye wanted to give DMX and DNY and them from Rough Riders and get them some tracks. But Jay was like, nah, I want that one. And he was like, all right. Because he was like, he's supposed to give DMX and DNY that beat, Heart of the City. And then, like, the song, he didn't even want to get at the Jay. He never seen Jay that. This can't be life. He gave that to Benny Siegel, because he was like, well, I really had that for DMX. And I was like, but hey, Ho wanted it. He jumped on the record. Yeah, when they did because he was working on his album. So when the the Black Album was coming out, Kanye was working on his album. That's why he had all them songs. You would have heard that Lucifer on there and Last Call for Alcohol was Jay-Z turned that down. He was fixing that song for Jay, and Jay didn't use it. Jay wanted the Lucifer track. That's the one he wanted. He jumped on that immediately. And he was like, I can't have 3 tracks on there because, it's going to hurt Just Feelings. He said, man, it'll hurt Just Feelings if I do that. So I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. And I got to leave space for, everybody to get their stuff off. So he's like, I'm only take 2. Boy, he left that one off. The Here's to the rock. He had that sample in there that was sounding like she was saying that. Here's to the rock. Who can take it better? It's up off the wall. Because I am. See, Kanye is full of creativity, full of ideas. Jay-Z liked that. That's why he liked Kanye, because he know how to make money off that. He don't know how to do that. So he said, let me get that. He stole J. Cole hairstyle. I know he stole everything. No creativity, man. None. So once he stole Feeling It, I said, oh my gosh, he stole Feeling It. Jay-Z stole that song. And when he stole Feeling It, I'm going to tell y'all that on the Patreon because, I'm going to get hit with copyright crazy over here. I'm going to do that for all the tears. So it's basically like he's stealing it. And that was for his debut album. I wonder who he stole 22 Twos from. Right now, there's a rapper somewhere who retired and was like, man, I made that 22 Twos. And I'm going to be like, I believe you. You believe me, son? Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, Camp Low did it. Jay-Z not creative. Never heard that about Jay. Then you haven't been over here. I love Jay when he came out. Like, Reasonable Doubt is a classic. But creativity is not his strong suit. He don't create anything. He mimics. You give him the foundation, like he can rap. But he needs you to lay it out for him. Kanye was doing all the work. Did you see Fade to Black when they was making the song? You see how Kanye's lead him along? The encore and everything? Like he's like, you gonna fade out and everybody gonna be like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Like you going off stage, right? They're waiting for you to come back on. He's giving you the theme. So Jay knew how to rap to it once he told him how to do it. That was Kanye's idea. to make a song like Encore. You can perform that on stage and actually do that. Y'all gotta help me bring him back to the stage. Say, oh, then he come back out and just hit him with another verse. So he was like, oh, that's gonna be dope. You're gonna really mess him up with that. Then the music start playing. Yeah, he just come in and do that. Now, you must be like 19 years old or something. He said, Reasonable Doubt is trash. I don't understand it. It's too good. Nothing wrong with RD, buddy. Ain't nothing wrong with RD. That's just the culture, man. Y'all falling victim to the culture. But yes, go to my Patreon, and it's already, the Patreon is loaded, dog. We got so much up there today. We got the business video that's going live like this very second. So that one is like how good advice turned into bad advice. We got that one there. It's rocking. So what we're going to do is finish this over there. I'm going to end up, give me some time. I got to actually do the video, and I'm going to actually tell y'all about it. But it's already stuff over there cooking. Birdman and Tony Braxton news just came out today. So as soon as I heard it, I just let y'all know. So I'm out. Deuces. Thanking you.